I'm cool like that. I'm cool like that. I'm finding out that when I start talking right away, I click on a video, it seems to not start when it tells me it starts. So I'm gonna try to do my own fake intro. But I forgot to do it. I was supposed to get on studio and see what's what. But um, I wanted to get on here to educate people because the more you can protect yourself. So anybody you let in your house sense any kind of malice, you can go to a pro bono lawyer. You know that. At least in Washington, we have the best. Like, I had pro bono lawyer working on my two other cases, well, three now. And this will be my fourth. So I'm going to have a lawyer look into stuff. So I'm finding out more and more stuff. And the funny thing is, like, you know, I really hope his family is not involved because I would hate to put them in jail. I really hope family is not involved. Now, I was curious why the niece called talking about uncle. He's a man. If anything, as a female, you should be asking, is she okay? But, you know, stick together, or maybe that's, people like to enable, you know, no matter what a low down, dirty shame a family member is, people will defend. And that, I just hope that they don't, because he mentioned that, she's a lawyer. And I'm like, okay, what does that have to do? Wasn't, you see, this is this is what I'm talking about. People tell on themselves because I was like thinking we were starting fresh, starting over. And I'm like thinking like, oh, I'm gonna be paranoid because is he coming back to get me because I broke his heart the first time? But and I hear you were thinking about I um that this was a game, that my goodbye was a game. I said goodbye to my whole blood family. I said goodbye to four families, four foster family. I cut exes off when they act up. So I don't know why people don't believe me when I tell them. I know I'm sweet and I am a kind person. I'm a loving person. But oh, thank you, Omar. You love my videos. Um, yeah, find you. Go to the court. Ask where you can sign up to talk to a pro bono lawyer, and run your credit report. Your credit report. Any of the three credits will do it. The only thing is that every time you run your report, it does take a point off you. And just listen to people's reaction. Jealousy is a real thing. Like, I remember telling him one day, I said, oh, yeah, so and so thought they were going to stop something, but now my credit is this, da da da. And even though he owns a business and all that stuff, his credit is in the garbage. And then he has like the whole kitchen on top of the cabinets, all this liquor. I guess maybe significant, like cheap hoes too, $5 drinks. So that's usually what a 20-year-old would do. Like, yeah, I'm going to keep a memory of when I bagged this bad chick. But you told me that all the chicks in Florida were trash. So that means you're a garbage man now? That's funny. But, like I said, that's none of my business anymore. But, um, yeah, so I just been hearing that that was the plan. And seeing how the niece called and asking, she was on speakers. Are you okay, Unc? I was like, why would she ask that? And again, me being the 5-year-old innocent little, didn't see it. But what I do tell people is that my memory, I could forget what I ate yesterday. I could forget my age sometime. Like, oh, I just turned 40. Okay, so wait, I'm 4. No, no, no. But if I could remember stuff that happened to me when I was 3, do you really think I wouldn't remember your facial expressions? When, and then the way you told me that she was an attorney. Why? Because you're going to need one? She going to be your attorney? If she was involved in the fraud, the insurance stuff, the running up credit, she can be your lawyer. So, I mean, if she's innocent, then yeah, she could be your lawyer. But records are records. So if what I'm hearing is true, more than one person is going to jail because I'm I'm on it. I'm already on it. Like I already changed everything that your name was attached to it. So too bad you expected me to go with this surgery. You expected me to stress myself out. So, and if I heard wrong, hey, better to be safe than sorry. Um, the attorney is free, so it's not going to cost me a thing. And even if it does, it's a few dollars, so it's well worth it. But there's a lot of stuff you can do for free. If you are divorcing a person that has malice in their heart, evil in their heart, you have joint credits or joint stuff, joint bank accounts or whatever. Thank God we didn't get to any of that. But just watch people's jealousy because I remember he said something that really rubbed me the wrong way because it meant taking me away from my kids and all that stuff. And even the way he acted towards the surgery, that whole week, Mother's Day, I wrote, I was looking at some of my journals because I was writing a lot. Because after the second heart thing that happened, I told myself I'm not gonna let him give me no heart problems. He already gave me asthma that came out of nowhere. But guess what? I haven't had any. I'm thinking about selling the machine because I doubt that it was asthma. I think it was just stress. And once, of course, losing the weight, healthy eating, I'm always on my water. So all that helps. Um, so that's going to be gone. The heart thing is gone. I told myself I'm not doing it. So May, guess what? I didn't, even with all the stress and all the tears that I had. Hello, hello, everybody. Hello, hello. All the tears that I cry in May, especially Mother's Day. That really was like a knife twisting in my heart. But I figured, well, he can't even afford to fix stuff in his own house. So what should I expect $100 arrangement of edible arrangements, $60 roses, like a big bouquet. I think the best bouquet that I received was from my OG Margie. Man, that bouquet was so beautiful. And I don't think she meant, obviously, she didn't mean it. But the price was on it. It was almost $200. I was like, oh my goodness. But that was a long time ago. I wish I would have, I don't know, I might have some pictures of it. It was so beautiful. That was 3 Facebooks ago, probably. But protect yourself because the more I find out, the more I'm like, wow. And like I said, I hope his sisters weren't involved. I hope his niece wasn't involved. I really pray. I know for a fact his parents are saints. Like, there's no way that they're godly people. They, but as far as the baby and all the other stuff that could have gone on, that the family probably, not probably, whatever went on, they knew that part. And they chose to leave me blind and they their dog family member. So for that, karma comes to collect everything. So even the stuff that I did, not to him, I'm saying in life period, pay for whatever you put out, if good or bad, you know. So I don't do good things to receive good things, but once I understood it, I was like, okay, like, being good to others make my heart sing. Like, so I already know I'm blessed, and I don't do it with intentions of like, let's say I won the lottery and I got $1 million. If I have people around me that can't eat, you think I'm gonna feel good keeping that money? No, my heart wouldn't let me. That's the type of person I am. So if you're around me, you automatically get blessed. But people get it twisted and they think that, oh, look at her body. Oh, she let herself go. Da, da, da. Now, the health has attacked me. The hormone stuff has attacked me. And when more than one hormone thing came to me, in order to figure out. But I already did a formula that worked. So I already know what to do. I just have to make up my mind when to start. And it's going to be, I already know what I have to do to get back to where I want to be. And maybe it won't be like back back in 2018, 2019, where I was feeling good about my body and myself, but that can be changed. Somebody's heart, somebody's evilness, that's that's sewn into you. That's woven into you. And if you convince others to get along because you think you see, like I think he thought he was a lion, the king of the jungle, because that's how I made him feel. But guess what? You take that costume out, it's a donkey. What is another name for a donkey? You say it in the comments. Then when you take that costume out off, there's a whole bunch of little ants, just a little ants, and one little red ant. He's so mad because he's like, how do you have less money than me? You have 2 kids to take care of, And only bum bees think like that. They could be meant to. How does she have less than me and she's still smiling? And she's still not stressed about a bill. And all her stuff gets paid. And God blesses her. And she's always finding a way. And she's so determined. And she gets up. And ooh, when I told him I found a church, I could sense it through the phone. Dang it. She found more. How did she find support? I thought I broke her down for a few days. Like, dang. I thought she couldn't move. My healing doesn't come from depending. I'm a codependent person. Like, I love to be with my person and like, oh, I want to get loving, whether it's a text, whether it's a poem, whether it's a meme. I love that stuff. Let's go back and forth all day if we can. But the minute I don't, man, my own mom didn't even, like, do you really think I don't know how to survive without it? I hit that switch more than once. And you know that. I told you that. I know how to hit that switch. I was just using the dimmer on you. Dimming it. That's why I kept resetting the timer. It would get to 67 or 50 something. One time it got down to 35 or 37. And I was like, no, let me give him more time. Restarted the timer. I would start it less and less. So it was 99, 89, 70, 60. And I don't remember where it was at, but I was like, one time I restarted it at some number, and I was like, what am I doing? What am I doing? And then what you do is, when you give an overthinker time, what are they gonna do? Think. Put the puzzle together. You know what it is. I would wake up, be like, the one time I asked for your phone, what happened? It was like 2, 3 o'clock. I was asleep. Something woke me up. I looked at you. You were watching TV. I said, give me your phone. That's when I found out about the donut girl, Miss Kiss It, wanting you to come in her. and and the other chick, the bestie. I'm glad that I didn't read her messages so I could just dig at you. Because as much as you thought you were getting to me, I knew I was getting to you. And sometimes, just like you might have been enjoying it, I was like, yeah, today I'm going to mess with him. Yep, I said it. But you know the difference is my heart is still pure because I didn't come for you. God intentions when I restarted with you, you should have left me alone. You should have never asked me to be your girl. We could have been friends. We could have laughed about the girl sleeping with your friend. We could have had your bestie sleeping with a friend or a family member. We could have laughed about that. You could have had somebody that had your back like no other. Because when I'm a friend, I'm even better as a friend than if it doesn't work out. Like if we're in a relationship and we end up being friends, I'm a great friend. If you need to talk, I'm there. If you going through something, if I could do something, I'll do it. But no. And then the part that I know This is why I'm not letting, like, normally, okay, forget it, whatever. They thought they were doing something, move on. But you mess with kids. You mess with my kids' emotions. You make them. They actually didn't help, to tell you the truth. And I'm glad that Johnny stood his ground. I'm glad that my big boy stood his ground and he had more discernment than me. I apologized to him on Sunday because I'm like, I can't believe that you were encouraging me to treat my son and talk to my son and break away from my son. A real Christian, like his godfather was like, no, 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 let's pray this out. You guys just need to breathe. Let's pray, let's pray. He kept praying for us and with us, and we made it through. And I remember your response when I said, yeah, I can't believe that I was talking crap about, like, forget him and this and that. And, like, that I thought I could stop talking to my own kid. Like, and you were like, huh. Instead of saying, oh, I'm so glad things worked out. I was praying that you guys would work it out. That's what a real Christian would say. But you got too much devil in you. You got too much heathen. But what's that song say? Run faster, catch up to your game, run faster. You thought because you had, what is Bugs Bunny and that big head with a gun? Because you had a thing, you had a weapon that you thought was strong enough to take me down. You thought, oh, this little bunny is all alone. I got one hole. I know where to find it. Just put the weapon in there and boom, they're done. But Bugs Bunny always outsmart them. And still keeps, like, Bugs Bunny never hates him. He never hates him. He never, like, wish him harm. He never make him, like, give him a taste of his own medicine. He just kind of like, okay, let me go have fun. He move his little hole. And I know it's animation and I know that, but I'm just saying that's what it felt like towards the end. Even between the tears, because I'm not going to say those weren't real. Those were real. I was still feeling pain. I was more angry at myself because I'm like, I heard my intuition said he's just come. The only reason he's coming for this surgery is for revenge. Don't let him come. Don't let him come over. And this is one of the main reasons why I stopped dating in my own state. Because once I'm done, I could just block and move on. But with you, because you involved a lot of people, you listened to my stories, and you did what I thought you were going to do the first time around. I was nervous to invite you to watch my videos because people like to use people's past against them, and they think that they want to learn from it to learn how to better trick you. So you got to be careful. You can't tell everything to everybody, and that's unfortunate. And hopefully one day when I meet my real husband, when I meet the one that I could really just take off the heaviness of this coat, this protective shield that I have to carry everywhere I go, I put it down for you. And that's why it was able to get through. Whatever you were having them people do to me, I felt it. I had the heart problems. The first time you were on the phone with me, you got scared. You saw how serious it was and you didn't stop it. Whatever voodoo, whatever witchcraft, whatever thing, you chose not to stop it. And if it wasn't you, it was her. Whichever. But it was you first. You started it. So whoever is involved, your little friends, if it's family, I don't have the feeling that it's the family. I just thought it was weird that the niece called like, "Are you okay?" And then he told me that with a smile like, "She's a lawyer." Okay. I have lawyers in my family too. I have killers in my family too. And like, what? I don't know what that was supposed to do. Like, I wish I would have asked questions. I think I did. I was like, okay, what is that supposed? Because the thing is, a guilty person will tell on themselves, especially if they are excited because they think they got home plate, they got home advantage, they're home free, they got the crowd rah 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 rah. But how many times have a team beat the other team in their home state? When you have unagi, like Friend said, when you have a strong mind and a heart that's made of gold and flowers and roses, like, and you have God on your side, God is everywhere. His angels are everywhere, watching, judging, and so are the demons. So God tested every one of his disciples. God was tested in the desert. Jesus was tested in the desert. Satan offered things. Things. Jesus is God's son. What are things to somebody that owns it all? Like that analogy that I use about the tart pool, the pool that, oh, I'm having fun. All these girls, oh, girls, 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 girls all over the world. But guess what happens though? When nighttime falls, the sun stops beaming, the tart gets hard, you're stuck. So now you're stuck in a situation, ship, or more than one. You're stuck there and you call out because you realize, oh, you have a magic wand that can cut me out. Forget these hoes. You can cut me out. Remember, you love me. I said, in my mind, I'm like, I tried to tell you. I'm not going to fight for no man. I'm not. The reason that it was making me angry, that you were letting her disrespect me, and the Miss Kisser lady, she was so damn thirsty that I was just shocked. I didn't notice it the first time we were dating. Look her up everywhere. Let me see. I'll talk to a lawyer and see if that's legal to do. I'm going to post her pictures if it's legal. I think I could do what Tasha K does with JC. I think I can. So, but anyways, I was just like, why? But I get it. You When you feel so low, the thing is, like, I'm a sharer. I love to share, I love to give. When I caught the girl that stole my wallet for $37, I bought the $37 to give to somebody else, because that's when I was a peer counselor. I said, okay, if you come, um, I'll give you the money, because she wanted a little radio. She got clean. She was in a rehab center, and this is somebody that passed away, so it's no, disclosure issues. And that's not her real name. So, anyways, but I was like, if you come to group, how much is the radio? Oh, $25. I said, how about I'll give you 30, and then I had like $7 left from something else. So I was like, look, I got $37 on me. I'm not gonna take no more cash. I'm just bring it for you, blah blah. And when I got up to go get the food, over at the girl. That was the first time in my group that I started working there all the time. But that was the first time that she came when I was doing the support group. And I looked over at her. Hell, I didn't at that time. I didn't know the girl was a crackhead. But now, if I knew she's a crackhead, in group. But for $37, she caused me almost 2 years of pain and agony, because I had to get everything back. Like, you report everything, and then you have to slowly get your ID, get this, get that, blah, blah, blah. I ran into her at my hospital. I guess she goes there too. And the fear on her face, like every time she sees me and I see her, I don't argue with her. She is so full of shame. I don't have to say nothing, because she knows I know that she was the one that took the wallet. The first time that she saw me, she was walking over, and I said, I know it was you. I would have given you the $37, because Kay didn't come anyways. I was planning to give that money away that day anyways. I would have given it to you. Whatever you did with it, that's your business. By then, I knew she was a crackhead. So my point to the story is, and I did this with the little ones that too. Like, whenever I was coming up, even though he wasn't contributing like he should have been, like all these men all around the world, not just in Washington, say that they are so-called providers, so-called leaders, so-called, but they can't even lead themselves to the bathroom. They can't even find the bathroom. How are they going to lead you anywhere? I remember he was like, "Oh, I want to start some. I need five. Can you do that for me, Mama?" They said, Mama. I was like, "Okay." He's like, "Really?" The same thing, like when I gave my ex his 5 year, I don't even want to call it a 5 year anniversary gifts, but I wanted to do five because it's 5 years, and I put so much thought into it, and I was so mad that I could not stop it when I knew I was done. I couldn't stop it because Temu don't let you stop now. Amazon, yeah, you could put a stop to anything real quick. if it's not already out, because the next day, what I send them on Amazon, it was already out the next day. But everything matched, did it, blue on blue, watch blinging, because he likes to flash, even if it's a $4 watch. He wants to flaunt it like it's 1,000, but I do that too. I got a whole bunch of fake earrings and stuff. I don't buy real stuff no more. Um, but he's flexing it, sending me pictures with the glasses, the blue glasses. And I'm like, I love when people are grateful. Like when I used to give gifts to my ex-husband and he gave me gifts, we know we were both grateful. We both had our ways to show our gratefulness and whatever. And even my oldest, when we would share gifts or give gifts to each other, I gave him a lot of stuff though. I feel bad looking back. Like I don't think he gave me gifts, but I guess because I was trying to force it, man. So, and I didn't have to do much taking care of his house. And, you know, out of everybody, I think him and my ex husband were the closest to making me feel like I could be taken care of if I wanted to. But I'm also the woman that likes to be in control of my own stuff because you never know when something happens, or let's say your husband, your boyfriend loses his job. Like somebody's got to pay the bills. I always like to have my own too. But the way he was grinning on that picture, especially after telling me earlier on that day, I hope the surgery was 2 days later. I'm gasping for air here. I'm telling him I'm gasping for air. I'm scared. And instead of calling, being there, supporting, sends a picture with cheap jewelry and cheap glasses. Now, mind you, I wasn't going to spend a lot because we were having a lot of issues. So I was like, okay, if I lost, I won't lose much. And I would have just seen it as appreciation if he was acting right that whole week and he was there for my surgery on the phone. I know everybody works or whatever, but I know the way we talk when he feels, this time around. I know how much time he has in one day. So I know he purposely would look at the phone and ignore. I know he would read my texts. I know he would hear my cries in the voice notes and nothing. It's like, okay. But you know how the white people, it's mainly white people that go to Africa and give kids like old Barbies from 98 and like clothes from Goodwill, whatever. Those kids, I mean, don't get me wrong, my people take clothes back home. Anybody that I know, blood related, friends, whenever a person goes back home, they take back home. So we don't have white people coming in like that, but they love to go to Africa and take pictures and videos, and the kids are like, oh, that's the way I felt with my ex and Montre. Like, I'm like, wow, you must not be used to nothing. Because to me, I know how much I have to offer. It would have been so much more. Whether it was a friendship, a true friendship, a partnership, marriage, it would have been so much more. And I'm not trying to buy nobody. I'm not rich. I don't have it. Like what's Tasha said? Tasha said she kept saying, I ain't got it. I don't, but I trust my father. I trust that he always provides. I trust that tomorrow I don't have to worry about what I'm going to eat, what I'm going to, if, where am I going to sleep. Like, and even when I was homeless, I was still not homeless. When my foster parents kicked me out and told me to go sleep on a bench if I didn't know where to go, my second best friend, they were both my best friends. Out of nowhere, I didn't even know she had my number. The best friend that was supposed to come through must have called her. She felt guilty. She backed out when it was happening. I was supposed to rent out her basement and all that, and she changed her mind. The minute that I needed her, she changed her mind. Or she didn't change her mind. Her mom knew that she couldn't do it. So my thing is, like, even after that, I was like, why didn't you just tell me? Like, that's those type of actions. I'm so used to not depending on somebody, no matter how much they love me or say they love me, or no matter how much I love them. I cannot fully just put my hair down. Like, I can't take the wig off, like, so to speak, because I don't know when I have to go. And that's nerve wracking, but that also gave me the training not to miss somebody too much. And I know that that's sad to some people. Um, I don't want to, like, I don't want to have those thoughts. And, and even that, a toxic person will use that against you. They would be like, oh, why do I have to pay for your this? Meanwhile, they're doing worse because they know they're stacking up. They put two more blocks onto your heaviness. You already got rid of 20 blocks off your back, and then 10 more 10 more blocks. And because you're not thinking that they're adding, and you didn't even see them at the two, or maybe you did, but you're like, oh no, I'm just you talk yourself out of it, because you want to believe. I want to believe people can be good, even if they're evil, even if they were in the streets, even if they think that they're slick, and even if they have Satan in them, even if, because my thing is, if Jesus can believe that you can be saved, and he still has hope for you, so I should too. But that doesn't mean that I don't pay attention, that I don't take notes, mental notes, that I don't take screenshots, that I don't stay ready. And even if I'm not ready, because I hate to sound like I'm always planning and plotting, the the internet and records stay, like texts stay for a long time. I can go to my phone company right now and pull out a whole month full of texts, especially if I got a police report. That's nothing. um the only thing I didn't do that I wish I would have done when I started thinking something, like 3 days in, after the third day, I should have just told them, hey, you should just go. The surgery's not happening, you should just go. Because that's when stuff changed. And I, you know, I'm a good, like, I can feel the shift. I can feel the tone. You don't have to be on FaceTime with me. You don't have to be um, just the way people say things. And even if you try to disguise it, your voice will crack. Even if it doesn't crack, I can sense it. Like, I don't know if that's a gift or a curse. I can sense it. Sometimes I feel like I can read people's thoughts. Sometimes it seems like I'm communicating through your mind. Like, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. And I've never tried to explain it to people because it sounds like I'm crazy. Um, but yeah, so bottom line, guys, stay safe out there. Don't let people in your house. Um, I only let a couple of people in the house, and I let him in. Um, cause I moved since the last time he was up here. But this time I should have just said, no, no, no. My kids will take care of me. And then none of this would have happened. I really shouldn't have. I should have just kept them as a friend. And then I would have seen, like, ooh, I can't believe. And then I heard something like there was an Instagram thing that said for the exes that um, did you wrong. So I don't know how she put it, but basically, if you got to see people's exes and then there's you probably would be like, I'm not dating this person. If that's what they think about themselves, no. So I kind of accidentally met his ex, and then I heard that the ex before that was doing stuff and he was okay with it. I was like, really? You were okay with your wife being far gone like that? That's crazy. So that's your character. Like, that's okay? You guys going to church high and stuff? Now, I'm not saying they were, but I don't know. That just kind of rubbed me the wrong way. But I always think to myself, well, I shouldn't judge. I shouldn't judge. But yeah, if it comes to somebody having access to me and my kids, hell yeah, I'm a judge out of you from now on. You know, there's too many crazies. There's too many things going on. So never again. I'm going to stop people at the door. Even if family, some of my family know already that used to come all the time. The last time they came stay with me, that was the last time they stayed with me. If you want to come here, get you a hotel. Because I'm not going to be bothering catering to you and this and that, blah, blah, blah. When I get zero of that back, they expect me to take care of them. But when I go to visit them, now I'm not talking about my aunts. But when I go over there to take care, to visit them, they can't even pick me up at the airport. So I am done. Since 40, I think as soon as 39 turning 40, that's when I got out the hospice. Since then, I've been like, I'm not going to ignore the red flags anymore. I'm going to say what it is if I lose. And I lost everybody. And then a couple of people came back. The Godfather came back. My big boy's dad came back. Teresa came back. Even me and Martha, I had a misunderstanding with her. I went off on her. But the difference is between a grown-up person, even if I'm in the wrong, they're going to check me back. And they're going to prove me wrong. And then guess what I'm going to do? Because I'm a big girl. I love this one pose she was talking. Anyways. Um, if it makes sense and I'm wrong, I have no problem saying, oh my God, I'm so sorry. I was so wrong. And if we have a real friendship, we'll get through it. And, and fortunately for me, the people that really know what I've been through and don't judge me for it or don't try to throw it in my face, they understand I have a lot of trauma and some stuff triggers and reaction. But the difference between me and somebody that's not working on their healing, because I don't believe you could ever be healed from everything you've been through, especially when you've been through stuff almost every year of your life. My God, as the bill is high. The bill is high, but guess what? God got me. He said, "Don't worry about it. Walk away. I got you. I'll do the dishes for you." um, but yeah, so then the only one that I've never snapped on, because she's a sweet old lady. She loves my kids for no reason. She just started taking the kids bird watching when they were little, and I just thought she was a cute little old lady, like a grandma type, is Miss Margie. She has a pure heart. She's sweet. I think everybody that I have around me right now, the mentor, even though the godfather's not around me, but he's still involved in the kid's life, and he he's unshakable in their life. At least in my oldest, I know they check in, they talk. AJ tells me that, yeah, I talked. He said hi or whatever. I think he'll tell Dikari like he said hi and all that. But um, oh, that reminds me, I'm gonna have to add the kids to the report too. Yeah, it's crazy out there. Grimy people out there, smiling all up in your face, knee deep in it while they're doing you wrong. Um, so I just, and the funny thing is, I joined a few cheaters group on Facebook. Even when we were good, something told me to click on it. And I remember posting his picture on one of the groups. And I was like, oh, what am I doing? Da, da, da. But I never took the groups out. Then, of course, once you click on something, it'll send you more suggestion, more Cheeto groups, this and that, da, da, da. So I was like, wow, my intuition was like, hello, hello. Okay, maybe she needs two flags, three flags, four flags, five flags. They got tired of waving the damn flag because I was like, I don't see it. I don't see it. Nope, don't come over here. I don't see it. Uh, yeah, but everybody got their day, and I don't know. I don't know. To me, it's just funny and weird because it's like you put, you have so much hate for a good person. Like, make it make sense. You literally hate me because I'm blessed and I shine bright. You're hating on a star because my light shines bright and it hurts your eyes. Like, that's weird to me. As much as you work, you should have more than me. So maybe you should be embarrassed. You should have a house. You lived in Florida all your life. Not just in Florida, one freaking neighborhood. Well, I've been everywhere. So maybe that is something to be jealous about. Like, dang, she went to Spain? And she had to pick up, like nobody did it for her. She had to pay for that. Yeah. Uh, she confronted people that wanted to kill. What? Sweet old you? Yep. I stood in front of people that wanted to take me out before. But they weren't, well, actually, they never said it to my face. They told other people. So maybe they were cowards too. Because it's like, I mean, at that point, I always think to myself, if somebody tells me that to my face, what, at this point in my life, maybe when I was 12, when I was a teenager, maybe I would have start shaking or crying or, but at this point, I experienced so much hurt, so much pain. I think I would be happy. Like, I, I'm so ready to be with God, but I know my kids need me. So, like, I, you can't scare me with death. So I've been close to it. I felt my soul, I felt my body leaving me before I got to the hospice. I knew that if I stayed one more week, my mind told my fingers to type because I knew if I stay home one more week after fighting whatever I had in me for 3 months without medicine, without doctors, me, my little self, and God holding my hand. Now, I know He wasn't happy because He gave me the resources to go. Like, I could have gone to the ER. A lot of times I could have. But I was ready to go then. I was ready to go before I took my dad to court. I was ready to go. Like, I think I even had a conversation with him. I think I shocked him when I was like, when you said you were coming, I thought you were coming ready, if you know what I mean. And he's like, what? I said, yeah, I thought you were coming like with a weapon. Why would you say that? Da, da, da. I was like, I just had a thought. And I don't know why he didn't ask them, why didn't you stop me from coming? Because I'm selfish. It was something familiar. I knew now it wasn't the same. It didn't, like, the sin wasn't worth the punishment. If I knew it was going to be that whack, that would have made me listen to my son a little bit more. The doing. I'm like, when did you turn into a white? No offense, everybody, no offense. But, you know, it was weird to me. But I thought, okay, I'm already living in sin, so. But I did me. I didn't do that for you. I know that's weird to say, and maybe it's embarrassing for some people. And maybe I should be embarrassed to admit that because I do. Like I said, after he left, I was like, okay, that's it. I'm going to get myself right. And that's why I think God heard me. Was like, okay, I believe you're ready now. So, my friend invited me to her church, and I went, and it changed my life. I walked in and I felt it. I felt real people, genuine. I felt I felt seen, and I kind of got a glimpse of how much growth me and my kids could have in that church, because we've been going here and there and nowhere. And you might it might be appetizers. It just feels like appetizer, real good appetizers, some of them. It's like, God, I want to go somewhere that I can get a full-on, full-course meal, where I leave out of there to be like, oof, I'm good for the whole week with this one. I know my enemy is not even tempted to come close to me. That's what I wanted, and that's what I felt when I walked up in there. So I knew it was a matter of time. Once I found the church and I actually went, because she invited me that first Sunday. I don't know if it was the guilt of my sin and the shame that, just a month ago, or yeah, 2 months ago, I was doing sinful things and doing wrong and just backsliding. And so I didn't go, I just was tired, da da da. But I purposely would turn off my phone, because I'm like, I'm going this Sunday. I'm not going to let him drain my energy. I'm not going to let nothing. My mind is clear. Whatever he's doing, the karma's on his way. God sees it all. So I'm not going to let him stress me. I just wasn't ready to let go. Like, do I remember you? From where? Okay, tell me where I know you from. Do I remember you? Schoolboy. Oh, schoolboy, yeah. I remember seeing you in the chat. Yeah, schoolboy. Okay. Um, so yeah, I was determined. Something was lit in me. The fire was lit again. I was like, I know that this is gonna help me get away and stay clear of sinning. And I was like, maybe then I'll actually meet the person that I'm supposed to marry. Once I went and I came back home, I felt good. Now, mind you, it's weird because you could be in the same body that other day, the day before, you were like, all these people, all this mark, all this. But put yourself a little ponytail, put a little makeup on, look at yourself, and lie to yourself. See, look at a picture of you and you were the shape that you want to be. If body image is your thing, look at that picture and then look at your face. Look at the picture, look at your face. Don't look at the rest. I swear to you, it will increase your confidence. It increases confidence instantly. And then the minute you feel like you are who you were or who you want to get to, but in your vision, your mind starts working towards it. You tell yourself, I'm going to be this way by this time. You got to put in the works. Cut out all that junk, especially drinking. Oh my God. Like, drinking is the worst thing if you're trying to heal from anything, like if you're sick or, um, you know, like, yeah, it's not the best thing to do. Drink your water, put some lemon in it, put some citrus in it, drink your teas, everything. Huh? You got kidnapped. What? Are you trying, schoolboy? Are you trying to make me read something out loud that makes no? It makes no sense to me. Did I tell you guys I have dyslexia? I'm smart in one way, but and this is what confuses people. This is what people think I'm dumb. So, I don't know. People be trying to trick me. Oh, you over here laughing. Let me see. I'm glad I could make you guys laugh. Somebody said, oh, said, I love your videos and your live. Thank you, thank you, thank you. But there was another. Let's see. Hello. Hello, hello. Everybody clicks on the tier thing. Ah, you want to keep up with little old me. You want to keep up with little old me. Ah. I'm grateful, thankful for you guys. What? You got kidnapped? Oh, you see, this is what I'm talking about. I'm not reading nothing out loud. I have to read it like 2 or 3 times. Because, oh my God. I'm getting sleepy too, so. But, you see, I skipped to that one. I probably have people thinking like, oh my God. But anyways, yeah, no, getting back to the title though, for real, if you feel like you broke up with somebody and they were collecting information on you, make sure you protect yourself. It's real easy. You go to any of the creditunion.com, run your credit. Then if you see any alert, go get you a pro bono lawyer and start the process. It's simple. It don't matter what state they're in, the lawyers will go back and forth and handle it. And whoever pops up, whatever email, whatever this or that, whatever pops up, the cops are real good at finding them. How old are you, schoolboy? You talking real young. I get nervous because I'm like, geez, this is supposed to be a grown-up channel. We having grown-up talk. Like, I don't want to scare little kids. But, yeah, so protect yourself. But I'm about to get off. I am, I said this before, but I think I'm going to break and just go focus on, finishing up. You see, it's healing. Now this one, obviously the surgical tape, the one that they put on you stays longer, but this one, I should be able to take it off tomorrow and clean the area. And, but it's going, you posted, oh, you do contact too, schoolboy? 4 weeks, 4 minutes, 4 minutes. Okay. Um, yeah, so I'm just gonna focus on myself, and I have a few things that I have to do this week. I got it. I don't know why, like all of a sudden, I was like, why are people inviting me to stuff now? Like, I gotta sit at home for a while, but I'm thinking, well, maybe God said, you sat in the house long enough, shoot. Things, so I'll need my. They say you gotta get out. You say you kind of like. Oh, okay, kind of like me. Yeah, Yeah, I mean, it doesn't have to be that serious. People think, oh, it's so intimidating. I mean, to tell my story and to like try to keep it on track, that was intimidating. But once I got into the flow, it was just like out of 200 and some videos that I did on my life story, maybe 5 of them made me shake. I was shaking for a few days. Oh, don't delete it. I saw it. You said I'm your favorite YouTuber now. I saw it, schoolboy. Zap it, zap it, zap it. But why you deleted it? Why you deleted it? I'm gonna give you a chance to write it and put it up again. But yeah, so I don't know. I was thinking about doing this boat thing this weekend, but I don't know. I have a few potlucks that I got invited to, some other stuff coming up. So I guess I'll have to, I like to stay in and, oh gosh. Yeah, yeah. I already saw it though. I already saw it. So it don't matter if you meant it for me or not. I already saw it. I'm your favorite YouTuber. Just say I'm you're my favorite watch T. Let's just call it that because I don't want to be called YouTuber. Did I tell you guys something different? I like to think outside the box. What did I say? I you're my favorite UT. No, UT. No, no, no. We're gonna have to come up with a name though. We're gonna have to come up with something that flies and that. Oh, you know what? No, they're easy prey. Cause I love the water, and I don't know something about flying. They would be freeing to just soar, feel the wind underneath you, and all that. But anyways, you costing me UT. Yeah, no, no, no. But because it sounds too much like UTI or, female stuff. So, yeah, we'll have to come up. I wish I could change the name. Like, it'll still be YouTube, but it'll say like what you want your people to call you, whereas the red letters that said YouTube. That would be dope. But I guess YouTube, they deserve the credit because they want people to know where you're at. And so they would never let you do that. But yeah, it's hard to be creative and think outside the box. I could have conversations with myself all day long. And it's not even be me by myself. I could hear the person's voice. I can have a full on conversation back and forth, voice and their response. And because I learn people real quick, so I know kind of like what they would say, that's why I trick my own self because I'm like, how did I not know? And then oh, I just chose to ignore it. That's why. It wasn't that he was smarter than me or anything like that. I just chose to give him grace. I chose to ignore and I chose not to think about it. I'm an overthinker, but sometimes I could turn it off. I could turn it off a little bit. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. ISPCT. ISPCT. Okay, I'll take that. I'm your second one favorite. You funny. You funny. I wish I had more to say because you over here having a full on combo with me, and I'm loving it. But yeah, yeah. So just be careful, guys, and don't let the enemy, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, you are funny. You are funny. At least I'm hearing the conversation as funny. You know, I don't know what your voice would sound like, but to me, because I'm funny, I think whoever's talking to me is funny too. So I hear everything in a comedic voice, in a comedic tone. So, um, unless it's a serious conversation, even though this was supposed to be serious, but I'm just letting you guys know because you know, it's sad. It's really sad that people don't see that you already was planning to give them something, or that all they had to do was ask. They don't have to take from you. When you have a good heart, when you are a good person, all you have to do is ask. Like if I love you, I'm not going to let you go without. Now if I see that you're taking advantage of me, then yeah, I'm gonna turn a cold, and then you're gonna be like, cause you just don't push me to that end. Don't push me to flip to that other side, cause a quarter, any coin has two sides, but I have four. So please don't test me, cause I'm close to the edge. I'm trying not to lose my. Anyways, please stay safe, stay focused, stay humble, and no matter what the haters do, stay focused. Stay focused because whatever you're doing is working. And if they think you're doing too much, put a little extra sauce on it. Do a little extra more.